Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Extra Step Show. You're here with your favorite host, K.
And Derwin. I'm sorry, I just didn't expect that.
You good,
How you
man?
doing, boss? You're good?
I'm good. You know what I mean? As an island boy, I'm happy. I feel nice. You know why I feeling nice? You know why?
We all know, because the Raptors are going to the finals.
We're in the finals. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yo, this shout out to all y'all Americans that hated on our city for so long. Y'all can suck it.
You know what's
I don't
funny?
give a Damn.
You know what's the funniest part? They're all cheering for the Raptors anyway, because no one wants to see Golden State win.
Hop on the bandwagon.
Yeah, facts.
Hey,
We'll welcome new ones. We have no problem.
Yo, we welcome immigrants all the time. Might as well welcome y'all on our team, all right? So that, oh man, this is
wow. That was we'll do a quick recap of the Bucks Raptors series before we move on to the finals itself. But what did you think about Game 6?
It was legendary.
It was a big game, obviously.
It was just watching that game, you could just sense something great was gonna happen. Yeah. Even when we were down the whole time, I was watching at the bar with some of my friends. You know, I know you were watching with your family.
Yeah.
It was just one of those moments where you're like, this is gonna change all of us forever.
And then like even when they were down by 15 to start, and then like they got that little run while Kawhi was on the bench. Because of Kyle, obviously.
Yeah.
Kyle, by the way, shout out to Kyle. This is like one of the best we've ever seen, so, you know.
He shut me up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. He shut me up. Good job,
boy. But what did you think about the dunk? I think probably the turning point in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Because that was where I think like kind of said, all right, guys, that's it. Like he is the new guy in the East.
Let me just start with saying this. I told y'all. Winning in 6, he was gonna win 4 straight. What he did was Jordan-esque. It was flying through, dunking on the next man on the court, like it was Patrick Ewing. And
how many times he posted Giannis throughout the series?
Like twice,
and then he had that Game 6 dunk. Oh my god!
And then he had posters on big man like there's no tomorrow. It's like big men feared him.
He don't, yeah.
Man's just said, "Oh no!"
It's quiet.
Like yo, this man might be the best player we've ever seen on the court since MJ.
Yeah.
To do it on both ends of the floor.
Yeah,
and that's not a diss at LeBron because LeBron is my guy. But defensively, this is the same man that made LeBron James be like, fuck.
I remember there's a video surfacing around Instagram right now of a 21-year-old Kawhi Leonard checking in to the finals.
That's what I'm talking about.
And LeBron's face going like, fuck, I gotta worry about this guy again. So totally, I totally agree with that.
This kid is unbelievable. I don't know what to say. Like I feel like we just have a legend on our hands. And
you know what? When we're talking about legends, let's just talk about them making the finals. Like what is it gonna take for Toronto to win and beat Golden State?
It's not even a question. It's Kawhi.
But like it can't be Kawhi.
It's Kawhi. It's simple as that.
But we've seen that where it's been LeBron.
And what did it get him?
What happened to him?
It got him a ring in Cleveland.
But he had Kyrie and Kevin Love still, right?
He's got Kyle Lowry. He's got Siakam.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to tell you is that it's got to be Pascal and Kyle have to step the fuck up
and they
have a chance.
They stepped up. I know
Kyle for sure.
I know Siakam hasn't given us the numbers, but the man's defensively shutting down guys in the end. They're comparing him to Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
And the man said, "You don't want to be Draymond."
I want to be the new Pascal.
Yeah, he said, "I want to be Draymond." So, I love that attitude. You know what? He wants to create his own image. Obviously, all NBA players want to. But like the way he's playing, Steph Curry's a bad man.
And
they got to figure out,
who are they putting on Steph?
Right? I mean, I say put Kawhi. I know it sounds crazy, but I say when he brings the ball up, you set a defensive scheme to have Kawhi pick him up.
I say if Kevin's not playing, because obviously we know Kevin's not going to be there for Game 1, but he is in Toronto, so he could possibly play for Game 2. Boogie's still questionable. Yeah. So those are all factors. Maybe if KD doesn't play, why not put Kawhi, set him up at half, pick him up at half, and you know what? We'll force that ball out of his hand, and we'll make Klay be that superstar. And who are we going to put on Klay? Danny.
Yeah, no.
And even with Danny's struggles on 3, he's still one of our better defenders.
No, 100%.
And like, if you see his plus minus, I laughed. I was like, yo, this guy's actually a shutdown defender.
The
and
Raptors,
he's shitting the bed offensively.
The Raptors are one of those teams that are built to compete against a team like Golden State.
Yeah.
Like, they were built to.
No, facts. Like Masai,
and
yeah, shout out to Masai. Like, he made this team exactly.
GM of the year.
Yeah,
100%.
Executive of the year.
Sorry, executive of the year. There's nobody that's gonna match him for that award. I think he should have won it. I don't think he.
I didn't think he got nominated.
We don't know who got nominated.
Didn't they announce? Okay.
No, we don't.
Sorry, did they announce the executive of the year award?
I will check.
Because they announced all the other awards, right?
Yeah,
They announced coach of the year.
but they don't. I don't know why they didn't announce executive. It's got to be
Maybe
Masai.
they did, and like we just didn't.
It has to. If it's not Masai, they're dumb.
Yeah, no, facts.
They're absolutely dumb because like this man trades DeRozan for Kawhi. Gets pretty much shitted on by everybody. Then people would let him know like, yeah, idiot. You fired the head coach of the year, idiot. You go and trade DeRozan. He's an idiot. The man said, okay, watch. I'm going to hire Nick Nurse. I'm going to do what Golden State did. I'm going to get rid of the man that built this. I'm going to get a guy to finish this on both sides. Right? As a coach and player. And look how it's played out.
He got a legend, realistically. Like,
He might be, he's up there.
He's already up there.
He's up there. And
I mean, obviously
crazy.
winning a chip at the young age, like 22.
What's up?
They have not announced it yet.
No?
It's gotta be, Masai's gotta be one.
He's got to be on it. Adam. I know, Mr. Silver. but
Mr.
I'm gonna call you
Silver,
Adam.
yeah.
Adam, get it done.
Mr. Rigged, yeah.
If this man doesn't win no award,
Yeah, then
Oh.
I'm done with them being ridiculous.
oh my God, I'm calling the police on you.
But okay, let's switch over to the Golden State side.
Yeah.
Since, obviously we love the Raptors, but we gotta talk.
about the
What's happening with KD? Is KD gonna even play in this playoffs? Like,
Man,
is that what's gonna happen?
KD has to play for us to have a chance.
For Golden State to have a chance.
No, for Toronto to have a chance. They're a much harder team. I mean, they're a much easier team to beat.
Okay. Yeah.
When Durant's on the court because they slow it down.
Yeah.
How the Raptors like to play now is Kawhi slows the offense down when he gets the ball in the offense, and then Kyle do his thing.
Yeah.
So I think it helps with the way it's going to pace in the game. But if he does, I think he might. I don't think he's going to play. There's already reports coming out that this man is not healthy enough to be on the court, and if he's not healthy enough, what's the point?
Apparently the injury was a lot worse than they thought because it was only supposed to be a 6-day injury, and then when they actually got their MRI and stuff back, they realized like it's way worse, and like the time frame was gonna be, but
I think if they lose game 1, he's playing game 2. That's why he traveled to Toronto.
I think so too.
So if that happens, he'll.
I think
play,
they're seeing how game 1's gonna go, and I think it's the same thing for Boogie. They're gonna see how game 1 goes if Boogie doesn't play, and see how much of a difference the bigs make. Cause like with the Golden State, who's their next big? You know what I mean? Like
Kevin Louis.
yeah, like you're not gonna start him or Andrew Bogut ever. And your fourth quarter lineup's gonna have Draymond in it playing the 5. So
and I don't think Bogut can guard Marcus Gasol.
No,
so that's a done conversation with that. I think Toronto's got to pray that all these guys end up just keep getting hurt.
Yeah,
and we can just walk away with it. But it's gonna be a tough series. I think Golden State have Steph Curry and Clay on their team. Once you have those two, your chances of winning is high.
you're shooting out the lights out, right?
Right. So I think it comes down to depth. Whose depth could outlast each other. If Toronto's bench could keep.
If Toronto's bench can play the way they did, like 4-5, game 4, 5, and 6 against Milwaukee, then yeah.
But I'll say this:
it's a different series.
Don't sleep on Draymond.
Yeah, we obviously
that big donkey looking ass mother.
He's probably getting the assignment after Iguodala
to
guard Kawhi, and it's just gonna be like we've seen as coaches we've seen Kawhi get frustrated, but Kawhi is very good at coming back too. But Draymond as a defender, he's he's a pain in the ass. Like he'll talk shit to you. He'll do whatever he needs to win
for his team. Like he's all about his team
guy. Same with Kawhi.
And this Kawhi goes about a different way.
Kawhi was made to play defense. I'm sorry. When God was building Kawhi, he literally said, "All right, this guy is going to be the definition of how defensive players should look and play." That's it.
That's why I can't wait for Kevin Durant to come back to see Kawhi and Kevin Durant go against each other. Yeah. But talking about Kevin Durant, what do you think is going to happen after the series? What's going to happen?
I think there's a big if of them winning or not. Yeah. But I think regardless, Kevin Durant's leaving. obviously they saw after the Portland series, they don't need him. They really don't. Like, they ate Portland. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Like, they just moved the ball. Clay got his. Steph got his. Draymond pushed the ball. Like, I haven't seen Draymond push the ball
relax.
since, like, 2016.
I know it was like...
Once Kevin Durant came in their system, it's changed. It's changed who the Golden State Warriors are. Yeah, he's a great closer. He's a great closer. He's a great scorer. Like, he can score over anybody, but...
He's still the best player on the team.
He's still the best player on the team. He's still the best player on the court most games. That's fine. I agree with all that. But for their system...
Yeah, I understand. For the system, it doesn't work.
You know where system he would go and thrive? Probably the Clippers or the Knicks.
Championship systems don't win championships. Star players do. At the end of the day, you know it's true. Star players win championships. So as much as Kevin Durant, hurts that team in his offense, and I'm always on that with him. I get mad with that because I like to
they dominate, bro. They think
when it comes down to the finals and you got to go against a guy that's dominant on the other end, you can't go with the system. Mm-hmm. You can't do it.
It's a one-on-one matchup, realistically.
So I can see where Toronto may have some a chance against Stephen and the Funky Bunch, but
then we still got to deal with Kevin if he comes back.
Yeah, and if he comes back,
and I think the reason he goes to the Clippers or the Knicks, is the Clippers are that star player away from being a top 4 team in the West.
Yeah,
don't get it twisted. They're that good without Kevin. Imagine how good they would have been.
I will say this. I think he's going to Miami.
Ooh, why Miami?
Miami or Washington.
Washington, I can see because that's his hometown.
His hometown, but
I don't
it's
know
probably not going to happen. Yes, because
contracts-wise,
there's too much money on in
John Wall is just ridiculous.
But Miami makes sense because Pat Riley's there, and Pat Riley's a winner. Mm-hmm. That man don't play around. That man will, if he gets a guy that can win him a championship, he's making changes. They got guys on that roster that are trade assets.
Yeah,
you could trade those guys for another star. So I look at it, and they got enough money for Durant. They could go after Durant this summer, sign him, make a couple trades. Probably trade for AD if they wanted to. I know it'd be tough, but I would trade my roster for that.
Then they should just bring in Kyrie too. Then, like, what the hell?
Hey, I say trade.
Gonna do, but the Knicks, the Knicks are the Knicks. They don't ever do anything they actually want.
Right, and the Knicks. I mean, hey, if he goes to the Knicks, I think he'd be the star player there as well. They could build around him a lot easier. You got the top 3 pick to work and trade with. But if I'm Miami, I'm getting into that meeting and saying, listen, warm weather. LeBron won here, and we can build a team to help win him here.
That's Canada's. That's Toronto's worst thing. Then we can't ever use that to our advantage.
We got warm weather in the summer.
Yeah, but like the league's not in the summer.
Yeah, right here we're talking about them come for Carolina. What do you mean?
But look at Kawhi's luck. Like the weather's finally gotten good when he got to the finals. Like,
well, yeah, that's the point. He might need to be in warm with any finals
in June. That's when.
So he can be like, so if I take this team to the finals, it'll be LD. All right. If you talk in Island talk, that's the Island talk Kevin Durant will like. And I promise you with Kevin Durant, he'll look at Miami and be serious. He might say like, yo, this is a spot to win.
I really don't think it's possible, but
anything's possible, man. And
anything's possible. All right, yo, Johnny. Let's go on to our next segment, which is our rapid fire. So every week, Johnny comes up with 4 questions for the week and situations, scenarios. Whenever you're ready, buddy.
All right. So the All NBA teams have been released.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson was not named to any of them.
No way.
So is Klay Thompson deserving of making an All NBA team? 1, 2, or 3?
I think he should have. There's a lot of so they had on all the guards. They only picked point guards. They never picked. The second and third NBA teams, they all have point guards. Kyrie, Lillard on the second, and Westbrook and Kemba on the third. They couldn't give one shooting guard besides James Harden. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I get how important point guards are, but you have to give a shooting guard. Why couldn't it be Klay? Klay puts up numbers. Maybe he doesn't have to produce high numbers, but he puts up numbers consistently. He's always healthy. He's one of the better defenders in our league. I do not understand why he did it. I do not care about the money. That's his problem. I don't give a fuck. But being a player, a good shooting guard in our league, he probably should have been on there.
I'm gonna stop you right there. This is where we're gonna have a problem.
All right.
He does not deserve to be on any of the teams. When you play for a stacked team, that's what happens. You don't get noticed. So either suck it up and play a role or go somewhere in free agency and prove yourself. Second, Bradley Beal was a snub. Bradley Beal deserves it more than you. Look what he did in Washington. He had to carry them, that joke of a team.
Yeah, that's true.
Limping it, trying to get into the playoffs. And they didn't make it, but he could have carried
they
them.
would have gotten eaten regardless.
Do you think Clay does that for a team? No. So I don't want to hear...
Actually, you know what?
No,
I disagree.
No,
I disagree.
I don't want to have that.
We have not had the... No, we have not
How does
had
Clay
it.
get his buckets?
He runs around.
He runs around. Can he create for himself
Yes.
consistently?
No.
Okay. Bradley Beal can.
Okay, but does he have Draymond at least? Because if he has Draymond, he's still eating.
If Bradley Beal had Draymond...
If Curry and Steph are... Sorry. If Steph and KD aren't on the court, does he have Draymond? Then he'd be alright. If he doesn't have Draymond, then that's a different story.
All I'm trying to say is that the guys that are on that list are guys that are the top guys on their team. Those are guys that are important pieces.
Well, yeah, I get
like we're
that.
talking like
I
1,
get
2. You're a 3, 4. Shut up.
He could be a 1-2.
He could be
could
a
be a
2.
1-2.
He's not a 1.
Okay, he could be a 2.
He could be a 2, but he is not a talented enough player to come out of somewhere and say, I'm a top guy.
But there are nights that he just goes off.
He does.
What
And
are you
guess
gonna
what? Then don't team up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry.
Well, technically...
Then tell Kevin Durant don't come play.
There you go.
Okay? Or go, see, crazy. This is your opportunity to go prove to the road. Go leave.
Nah, he's getting a max from...
You gotta leave.
From Golden State. Sorry, what's your next question?
All right. Who have been your guys' top 3 players in these playoffs?
You can go first. Huh?
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
So we're talking about...
Top 3 players in playoffs.
That's it.
That's it. Top 3 performers.
They're
top
not,
3
we're
guys.
not about MVP or nothing.
No. So my top 3, it's very simple with the 1 and 2. It goes Kawhi, it goes KD, all right, and then it goes the Joker. Okay? Shut up. I want to hear it. Now, with the Joker, is a Joker CJ McCollum for me. But I'm going to give it to the Joker because I'll give the man respect. He showed that he could run a team. But KD and Kawhi, there's no questions for 1 and 2. There's no one else that should be 1 and 2 with them. Nobody. Like, there's nobody in the league. Like, the Joker is 3 on my list. And if you were to ask me, like, could he be 1 and 2? No. There's nothing he could have done. He could have went into the future, learned the game, come back, and there's nothing he could have done. Because Kawhi is the man, and KD is a bad man.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep nodding my head because this conversation is ridiculous.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, the question was, who is the best player in the playoffs 2019? Okay, that was the question.
Top 3.
Top 3, sorry.
Yes.
Second, when did Kevin Durant get injured? What game was it? Against, what's it called? He got injured against, the Clippers?
I'm sorry. Did we start counting it from the conference finals
No,
to now?
I'm curious to know, when did he get injured?
He got injured in the conference finals.
Okay, so he played 6 games against the Clippers.
He played all 6 games, and he played all his games against Houston. No? Oh no, he got injured against Houston.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So
and he was still the baddest man before he got hurt.
Game 5,
no?
he got used. Okay, game 5, he got hurt against Houston. Game 6, and game 1, 2, 3, and 4 against Portland. So that's 5 games, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Who carried them for those 5 games?
Draymond. Without Draymond, Steph Curry doesn't do what he does.
Okay, I'm just gonna let all our viewers know this man right here is the biggest Steph Curry hater. If you go back and watch our videos, he has not taken Steph Curry's team ever. He will never take Steph Curry's team, and he will continue to hate Steph Curry for one reason.
And you know what?
I don't know
Facts. I don't like the man, but I respect his game.
Do
I
you?
respect his shot.
How are you not
But
putting
can
him
you
in your
actually-
top 3 then? That's
Are you
ridiculous.
crazy?
That's
Are you
ridiculous.
crazy? Do you not see what
The
Kawhi
man is
and
averaging
PJ is doing?
36 points a game.
So what's your
in
top 3
5
again?
games.
What's your top 3 again?
Kawhi Leonard,
Yeah.
Steph Curry, and I told you this, the Joker as well.
So how the fuck is KD not in your top 3? The man was putting up numbers like he was like Kawhi in the East, and he got injured.
I'll
And
give
he
KD
got
fourth.
injured.
But KD's injured. That's it. KD
And guess
is
what?
injured.
And guess what? Guess what? The Steph Curry curse happened again. Because guess who got injured in the playoffs while he was playing against him? Damian Lillard. And then he went off on Damian Lillard. Okay, so he's the baddest man. Tell me when he's the baddest man, the baddest man can guard him. When a man's fully healthy and guard him, because he's never had that. Yeah. And when he gets into the finals, when mans are healthy to guard him, he chokes. So you tell me how he's the baddest man of playoffs, because he finally got a chance to go against a guy that was crippled to go off on points in the conference finals.
I'm pretty sure he didn't suffer that injury until Game 2, midway through. And what happened in Game 1? They were up by how many points, Portland? And they came back and they won that game. Bro, if you're gonna hate Steph Curry for the rest of your life, you're just gonna be a hater. That's it. Like,
you can say what you want, but everybody knows KD is better than Steph Curry.
That's facts. That's facts.
And he was better in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's facts. But he's not. He's injured. That's the.
I'm gonna ask this question. Are you doing it based on the system or based on the player?
Bro, I don't care about the system. It's a top player, right? He's a top
player.
Is Steph Curry not a top player?
So you're going to tell me you put Steph Curry on any of these teams in the playoffs, he'd have been the top player and led them into where his team is now? Because Kawhi can do it. KD can do it. Steph Curry can't do it by himself, and you know it. And that's a fact. You know that.
2015, 2016...
Who won MVP in 2015?
Andre
Iguodala.
Because it's a Finals MVP.
Yep. And who was he guarding? The real MVP.
That's it.
That's why he won it.
Okay, that's
why he won it. If he was the best player,
Steph Curry is bound to win it now. If they win the championship this year,
then he answers his critics. But guess what? Everyone knows who the best player is already. So it doesn't even matter.
That's fine.
That's the problem with Steph Curry. He's never the best player. He's just the best shooter. That's his problem.
He still affects the game in a way that
he does.
Can.
But if you ask me who I'm taking, KD or Steph, I'm taking KD.
I believe that because KD is a better all-around
player.
So
what is the question? The top performance of the playoffs? KD. He got injured, and he was the best player before he got injured.
Honestly, man, if he hadn't missed the whole series, I probably would have taken Kevin Durant. But the way Golden State beat Portland, even if you're saying Damian Lillard was injured, they strapped up CJ.
Fair enough. And you know what? I'll just say this last point on that. He stepped up after KD left, right?
That's what he has to do.
Right? He had to be the next man up, right? So if we're saying based on the whole playoffs, if that man who got injured before him was the top dog, how he get pushed down now because he got injured? That's not a knock on the man. Because Steph Curry was not playing like an elite player when he was balling.
Okay, he was not averaging 36. I agree because he didn't need to.
He didn't need to because they had a man that could do it anyway.
That's Kevin Durant's job.
And because he was the best player out there. And that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. If we're doing it on the playoffs,
with the system that Steve Kerr has created, you can't tell me. I understand in the playoffs it's about the guy, but they won championships because they created a system.
They won championships because KD came back to win back-to-back, and they won championship because they had a guy that can actually slow down LeBron.
First, he didn't slow down LeBron. I don't know what you're talking about. LeBron averaged 30. 33, 8, and 8 in that final.
Clearly the fans thought he deserved it because he was going at him. Hey, no knock on Iguodala. He was putting in buckets on offense.
Oh, facts. But that was also Andre Iguodala's last year really being a great player.
Yeah, and then they got put in their place in 2016. And in 2017, 2018, who won them the rings?
They dominated. They dominated with them.
Who won them the rings? Answer the question.
They dominated with them.
Who got it? All you have to answer.
It's because he dominated. What do you mean? Obviously, I understand who won them the ring, but he became their dominant force. They needed the second and third best player to take down the best player in the league. Bro, get out of here. What are you talking about?
And that's why he was the second best player in the playoffs, baby. That's why.
And you know, there's people that will watch this video and be like, no, Steph Curry's the best player, and Steph Curry's this, and Steph. I disagree with that, but I'm telling you, there's obviously other people.
I know. Those people are dotish. I hope you hear me and come to me in the comments because you're dotish. You don't know what you're talking about if you're saying Steph Curry's the best player on that team. And Steph Curry is the greatest shooter ever played this game. But if anyone's to tell me that KD ain't the reason why that team has their success, why they call him after 2016?
He just helped them become more dominant. That's it. They could have added they could have let Harrison Barnes develop a little more. You know what? Maybe he could have become a better scorer than he already was, but that obviously didn't.
They couldn't wait because they knew LeBron was coming too straight right after that. They knew it was coming. They knew.
Well, I don't know about that because Kyrie was in his feelings in the 2017 finals. He was invisible. He was invisible in the 2017 finals. Don't even get it twisted. He did his damage here and there, but there's a reason they only won one game because Golden State was so dominant. All right, Johnny, what's our
next question?
Yeah.
All right, so this is more directed to Kidin.
Motherfucker.
So you've been known in the past for trading away Kyle Lowry. Do you still trade him even after making the finals?
I would like to add that to that question. If you trade him, where and obviously, I think
He knows.
That's why I want you to say it again.
So this is my response to that. Kyle Lowry has balled out. He's been a great player for us, and especially in the conference finals. I will say this: if we were to win, I would then decide to keep him and keep my main three. If I can't find a player better than him, and this is if Kawhi stays. Like, I'm keeping him until Kawhi stays, and then I'll make my decision. But if they lose, he's getting traded still, and I think he's getting traded to New Orleans. And the reason why I think it could work out now is because this kid just balled out in the playoffs here, right?
Well,
New Orleans,
the conference.
if I'm David Griffin and I'm looking at that roster, you got Drew Holiday that needs a point guard. That's Kyle Lowry, right? You got Zion now that needs veteran presence around him to feed him the ball, because that's what they did in Duke and it worked. You add those two as your guards with Zion, and then you get OG and you get Ibaka. You got guys now. You got a front court with depth. You got Julius Randle. You got Okafor, and then you got Ibaka and then you got OG. That's a dangerous four from your front court. So I if we lose, I think that's the best trade Toronto could offer New Orleans. And if I'm New Orleans, I'm looking at it like, yo, we're going to be a competing team. Yes, we lose Anthony Davis,
but we'll probably make playoffs.
But we're making
playoffs.
But the
West is so hard though. Like, I will say that.
Oh yeah, it's so hard. But
you do need a little bit of you need a bench in the West.
Yes, and that's why New Orleans, you're not going to get a star back. And if there's anything they can learn from San Antonio and Masai, and Masai is that guy. You make a trade that works for your franchise going forward, but that can still win now. So I think for them going forward, that would be the best offer. Because, I mean, heck, San Antonio's not really, I know they didn't get to make the finals anymore, but they're not really bitching. They still make the playoffs now.
Yeah.
Right? New Orleans, you can still make the playoffs. And you had Zion. You don't need to get another top guy. You could.
Well, I mean, as of today, I did hear that Anthony Davis was going to have a meeting with Griffin, so we'll see. Maybe he'll talk him into staying.
Yeah,
maybe him and Zion.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. I still think he wants to leave.
Last question, my friend.
Okay, this is a fun scenario. So you have Raptors and Warriors in the finals.
Yeah.
If those teams were to steal one player from the teams they defeated to add to their roster, who would they add?
So you're talking about teams like that they just defeated?
Yeah, defeated
or throughout the playoffs?
They defeated in the playoffs.
So only teams they defeated played against, pretty much.
Okay,
yes.
So Raptors would be Orlando,
Philly,
and
Milwaukee.
And then for Golden State it would be
Houston,
Los Angeles Clippers, and Portland.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's really interesting.
So you want one player each, and then yeah. I will take for the Raptors Jimmy G Buckets. I add him because he's a veteran, experienced player. I know we kind of throw away Danny a little bit, but he kind of gives you more than what Danny offers. And then from the West for Golden State, James Harden. Like, I don't know what to say to that. That's ridiculous. If you had James Harden to that lineup, like, this is not even an all-star team. This is like the greatest team I've ever seen play.
Yeah, no,
that's ridiculous. What about you? Who's your two?
Well, I'm gonna start in the West. Hold on. You got to dab on him, right? You got to dab on him because I'm about to go Dame time, baby.
Yeah, Damian Lillard for sure.
Woo!
If he was healthy.
If he was healthy. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, you sneezing threes. It's all good.
Sneezing threes out here for real,
right?
Man. So Damian, I go Dame time. Him in Golden State, and that's just him. You put him as a 6th man, you can't lose.
Yeah, I know.
He'll go at 82 and 0.
Well, regardless, you're adding another all-star to that all-star full.
But let's be real, he fits that system.
Yeah.
And he'd be the perfect 6th man. He'd be like their Lou Will. I'm going to pull up and shoot anywhere. Guard me. Oh, you want to guard me now? Oh, Steph, hit that. Oh, Clay, hit that for me now. Yo, it'd be nice.
Yeah,
in the
Golden
East,
State would eat.
I'm going to do something I've done in 2K. And, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to win in 2K. I'm going Giannis I'm putting Giannis at the 5. Giannis, Siakam, Kawhi, Danny, Kyle. Whew. I don't know how you stop that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
But then
that's dangerous.
If it works for the West, then you have to guard Lillard off the bench.
Well, yeah, but I got guys off the. I got Freddie.
Their fourth quarter lineup would be Lillard.
I got Norman. Yep, yeah.
Would be Lillard, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and KD. And then you have to put Giannis obviously on KD.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. His length would, his length.
The bother, and if they try to go pick and roll, yeah, you do pick and roll with Giannis and Steph Curry. You try to shoot over Giannis because you know you didn't want to do it. That's what you're hoping Milwaukee was going to lose.
Yeah, no, facts. Let's be honest. Like Golden State was happy or not happy that they had to face Toronto.
Yeah, and I'll say this: imagine knowing you have to deal with Giannis and Kawhi. Yeah. And Kawhi would allow Giannis to kind of get in that shell of his. Like, I'm just going to compete and go hard because he has a guy that will take all the pressure.
That's true.
I'm terrified of that kind of lineup. Now, Jimmy Butler and Kawhi is a duo that is even as dangerous defensively. That's like, I think that's Scotty and Jordan defensive.
That's Jordan and, for sure. That's Jordan and Scotty.
But Giannis and Kawhi is like putting like.
What about James Harden in that lineup?
James Harden
would be again their sixth man.
Yes, but he would kill their team because of the style he plays.
Well, yeah, but then we were talking about the Kevin Durant thing too, right?
Yeah, but Kevin Durant, his
ability to score over players is what makes him so.
And he's a guy that he's a forward. He has to move off the ball, right? Anyway, so you can still create things. Where James Harden, like he if he doesn't have the ball in his hand, he just stands there picking his nose and digging his ass.
No, that's really
like, he says like,
that's really what he does.
When I'm like getting the ball, man, I want that.
Yeah.
So easily I would go with that.
Okay. So that's it for rapid fire, right? Okay, so our next segment is of course for K.
Oh.
So I'll let you do your thing while I take a nap, alright?
Alright, so I'm about to do something. Shout out to Drake here. About to go back to back. Now I know the last time I said Magic was a bean or, for what he did. I'm going after Rob Pelinka now. And the reason is because recently there was a story that came out. And this idiot, for real, this man's a real shopping man, said that after Kobe Bryant watched The Dark Knight, he wanted to set up a meeting to talk to Heath Ledger to ask him, who played the Joker in Dark Knight, because he was so inspired by the way he played in the movie. He wanted to sit down and have dinner and talk to him and kind of, pick his brain. And you have to understand, Heath Ledger died
6 months before the movie
came out. So this man said that Kobe met with a dead man. I don't understand. There's only two things that can happen here. The first thing is a logical one. You're lying. You're a big, dirty liar. And you don't know what you're saying. And Genie Bus, if I am Genie Bus, I am firing this dumbass off my team because clearly he's going to make you guys... You're an idiot. You don't say things like that. I understand you want to get your players hyped up and you want them to listen to you and respect you. But when you lie, they're going to look at you like, you're a liar. You're an asshole. Because that's what people are saying. You're scheming little... I'm not going to cuss anymore. But the second thing is Illuminati. Okay? I think, maybe he's alive somewhere, cooling on the beach. And Kobe went to meet him and he slipped up. And now we know the truth that there's probably a 1% kind of Illuminati. If you need to give us a call to sign up, you could try. Give me a little offer and then we'll discuss. We'll negotiate. I still want to love God, though. You can't take my soul. If you want to take my soul after I'm 65, that's maybe debatable. Wow. But we got to debate, okay? But other than that, he's an idiot. The Lakers, again, idiots. I'm going to say this. I changed my answer from before. Get rid of the Lakers. Trade LeBron to Toronto. Let us save this man's career like he did Kawhi. I can't... It pains me to see this man being the best player in the league, and he's on this team.
I really vote for us to change K's sound off. K's idiot sound off.
Yeah,
I like that.
Because he's an idiot.
Because whoever he sounds off, he always calls him an idiot.
He's an idiot.
All right, so it's our last segment. You guys already know it's the Derwinner and the Loser of the week. As a Raptors fan, what else did you expect? We made the finals after 24 years. We finally did it. It's honestly like it was when in the moment it was so surreal. I couldn't believe it. My sister texted me this the next day, and she's like, "I still can't believe the Raptors actually made the finals." So this is like I hate to say it, a once in a lifetime dream. Hopefully, we see it more often. But yeah, for sure, the Derwinner of the week. Shout out to the Raptors. They finally took that next step, and they made it. For the loser, I think that I'm gonna give it to Milwaukee's supporting cast. After Game 3, they became invisible. Games 4, 5, and 6, there was one player off the bench that scored double digits. Game 4, George Hill. Game 6, George Hill and what's that tall white boy that they have? Ilyasova were the only two bench players they had. A couple days ago, Giannis was quoted as saying he wants his entire cast back. I think that's a big mistake. I think that he should not do that. They need a better bench besides Ilyasova and George Hill. They have a couple shooters, but did not play in the playoffs. I definitely did not play in the conference finals. So for me, Giannis needs a little bit more shooting. I think Eric Bledsoe is a joke. He does not fit that system. Get him the fuck out of there. I'd rather see George Hill start because he's a better 3-point shooter. And that's it. You need Giannis to be around shooters.
Didn't Eric Bledsoe make first team
defense? Yeah. He did, but he's not for that system. Okay, he's a good defender.
No, Larry fed him.
Yeah,
Stop! Don't do that for the man. Don't do that for the man.
Larry dropped 19 during the series.
Send that man back to Phoenix. What he's doing all there in Milwaukee. Get that man some help. Jesus Christ! But oh man, that is Milwaukee is a big y'all.
Yeah, no, they need to make a lot of changes.
Right. No, they'll make the changes. They have to.
Giannis needs to get better. Giannis needs to develop that mid-range jumper and eventually that 3-point shot.
The man had a better 3-point shot than he did a mid-range.
Yeah, no, facts. It was just ridiculous. But, I mean, if you looked at the series, whatever 3-point shots he hit, he was fully wide open. Like, they didn't contest it. The ones that he might have taken where a guy was too close to him and he got contested, it was brick. Always. So, again, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that covers it for today.
Yeah, we talked a lot. As usual, we like to get into it.
Yep. I know, I talk too much.
But, again, shout out to the Raptors for making the finals. It's a big thing for us. And I hope that this series is going to change the way basketball is viewed in Canada.
History has been made, and we are in the promised land. Yeah. We are there, and we're grateful, and whatever happens next.
We're 4 wins away from hoisting that trophy.
Let's do it. Yeah, Toronto... This is our time. This is our time. So everybody go and support the Raptors. Go to Jurassic Park. Go to Jurassic Park West.
Yeah, Mississauga at Celebration Square and Brampton Garden.
Go, because we may show up. We're going to be showing up to one of the spots venues. Yeah. And we're going to be asking people questions. So if you watch this show, come meet us. Come talk to us. You could be on our show. We'll ask you questions. And like always, subscribe. Like and subscribe. So like and subscribe. Do that, please, okay? Thank you, everyone, for watching this show.
Have a good one. Take care.